Welcome to the very first video of Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. First time ever gonna play this game. This game looks pretty interesting. Umbrella, thank you so much for sponsoring this series. If you guys want to sponsor the series yourself, links in the description. Only costs $5. It does support the channel. And you get to see the game you want me to play. Anyway, let's play. Journey game, play from the beginning, autosave will be created. Sounds pretty good. To be honest, I've done zero research on this. Been walking for a while now. CJ, a young girl descended from the generations of scavengers. She has come to a new Nevia to complete her family's rite of passage. Rune Barrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in your new Nevia. All adventures welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, I shouldn't be too far now, unless I'm lost. Gah! Stop. You help me out, will ya? What we got here? Thieves? Bandits. They're all over the place lately. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. Doesn't look like it. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular everyday trader. You often go around judging folks on how they look? Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Clear out, little girl. And you don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? Besides, what? It goes against my principles. Well, come on, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. Defeat the bandits. Approach and attack the incoming enemies. Although some fights can be avoided, occasionally enemies will block the path ahead and always be ready for some action. Attack and jump. Unique skill. CJ's unique skill. CJ can traverse short distances with a high speed. A quick step towards an enemy while in motion and backwards while stationary. Time your movement right, and you can use this skill to evade enemies' attacks. Retreat. Not bad at all. Better than I expected from a young'un. Hugun's the name. You really saved my skin. I owe you one. Hugun. Never want to miss a trend. Hugun was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Nevia. And even quicker to set up a shop at the town's authorized trading post. CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service. Honorable Scavenger? How's that work? Well, scavenging is the treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whatever your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway. So scavengers suit you better, huh? You're journeying to New Nevia? For treasure then, I take it. Sure am. Sure am. What about you? I just left. I picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do they have lenses? Yep, plenty of them too. I even heard some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in the burrows. Yes! I gotta get there now. That humongous lens is too good to, is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would be I if I didn't take you there myself? At least I can do, after all. Back again already, Hogan? Wait, where's your escort? Bolton at the first sign of bandits. Paid good money for him too. Bandits again? A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look. We're just here to guard the checkpoint. Alright? If you've got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And so, this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's a... what was it? Honorable scavenger? Here to accept acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than layabouts. That's for sure. Another reckless adventurer, willing to risk their lives. And a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of the clan who's got their heads screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Fair enough. Acting Meryl certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of reading in this game, dude. A lot. Back so soon. I'm quite sure I watched you leave a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. His name is Squash. My word. Well, at least you are unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash. Authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash. A connoisseur of all the shimmers. At the promise of a glimmering future, drew Squash to the new Nevia to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Authorized appraiser? Indeed. It is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the burrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the burrows are subject to an export tax of 50%. 50% tax? Yes. You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want in at the Rune Burrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And what license don't come cheap? Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper. Rapacious? I don't know how to pronounce that, if you ask me. Yep, Rapacious is the word. Quiet. Oh, quiet. Well, what's to stop me sneaking out to the other side of the ruin anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying to hightail it out of here with a bag of a loot. A full of loot. Well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to stop to any thieving that might occur. So I've heard, at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure this presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How's about we go see the mayor for ourselves, huh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with after all. Sounds like a plan, either way. Right, this way. The town is just ahead. Well then, perhaps next time we meet, you'll have the handful of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of the gold rush. Welcome to New Nevia. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? Ah, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine. Wasn't even that big. Right. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Besides, be on your toes. Course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them burrows. Real big one, about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all, or I will eventually. Figured I'd be a buck or two by setting up trading posts for ventures to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait. Where can I find the mayor that you were talking about? A town office plaza, I'd suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this mosey grabbing mayor. From the main menu, you can check your current quest progress, as well as your stats and items. A minimap showing your current location is also displayed on the screen. The bustling plaza is the beating heart of the new Nevia, with townsfolk passing through a day and night. The town office sits at its center, where the bulletin board can also be found wherever CJ feels like helping the residents. Find the acting mayor of the plaza. So we can fast travel in this game. RB to speak. Excuse me. Any idea where I can find the Apacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Apacious? How rude. Oh, lighten up. Wait. It's not you, is it? I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town, yes. I should be very like to know how considers me rapacious, though. Isha, having taken over as the acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decisions to open up the quarry to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Ah, well, that's Hogan and Squash. Them again, perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. So, rapacious might have been a bit much. From what I'd heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey. Not a charming woman, such as yourself. How old are you anyway? 16? What of it? Same as me. I'm CJ. Nice to meet ya. An adventurer, I presume. Never judge a book by its boots, as they would say. Welcome. We welcome all sorts here. CJ initials, perhaps. Prefer to keep the real name a secret. Is that it? Enough about me. License. That's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer license costs 100,000 bagua. Not a penny less. 100,000 bagua? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me a children's fee. Like the horse carriages in the city. Do you think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying a full price. You know your horse carriages. I'll give you that. Fret not. We offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take the stamp card. Collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of New Nevia post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task, and a resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help around the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by an earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be back for my license before you know it. Collecting stamps is this card by helping the townfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license. No adventurer in New Nevia can be without their stamp card. First day on the job. Hello. Don't suppose you know anyone who needs help around here? I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but it's not gonna be my card stamped. I'll have to decline. Stamp? Like the ones Mayor Isha gave everyone? I've got one. Look. Wow, even a kid have them. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So, use and abuse them. That's what the Mayor Isha said. Rapacious. Might have been the right way, right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. So, will you help me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister, brother? I can assume it's a dog. My cat. Oh, okay, I was close enough, dude. She's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by the quake earlier and jumped out of the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is the most treasured friend. Treasured? You say? Well, if that's one thing I'm good at is finding treasure, I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? Nothing much to see here. An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, the lot of you. What is the Isha lass thinking, eh? No respect for tradition. Goodness. Wow, never seen an adventure like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it for yourself, yeah? That old bag might not see the benefit letting you adventurers in, but I do. Mining's all we got, after all. Especially now that we've sealed off the barrows. What use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit draft at times, but she's right about this. What you'd mean? Greedy? Certainly, but draft? I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from the rest of us. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? I have. Precious cat, right? Yum Yum. Really? Where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Why you do that? Pull the cat's tail, huh? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. Charming. She's only small. She'll be gobbled up by a monster for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promise Priya I'd return her treasure. And that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. You could have done without the attitude though. You can now go to the outskirts, to the Great Forest. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, of each with their own unique resources ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. I assume we go this way. The Great Forest. A large forest located just outside the border of New Nevia. While the area is rich for food, wood and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to be. A cat? No idea, sorry. We autosave, right? Also, yeah. Build up. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, that must be Yum Yum. Yum Yum. Psst, psst, psst. Who's a good kitty, huh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Mew. That's a little angel. That's a little angel you'd like in a place like this, huh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Mew. Yum yum. I was so worried about you, dummy. I cut her some slack, yeah. She had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no, I'm sorry, yum 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 yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Thank you so much, CJ. As promised, here's my stamp. Thank you. And done. One stamp down. Plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone else that might need some help, do you? I sure do. Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up by the earthquake, by the big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it and never has enough wood. Don't you think you could help him, CJ? Of course, leave it to me. Gotta fold the stamp cards. So I gotta get my explorer's license, you see. Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So, where's your dad anyway? I live over there in the residential district. Got it. Bye now, Priya. Bye bye. One stamp down. Wait, how many stamps do we need? It's 30 stamps? As your party accumulates experience, the level and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. You can now go to the Plaza Residential District. Lifelong residents of New Nevia have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls her place home. Excuse me. Don't you suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am. And who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. I'm Ganesh. How exactly do you know Priya then? We just met at the plaza. I helped her track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So what brings you here to me? Priya said you'd be having some trouble rebuilding your home after a big quake. Though I'd come by and lend a hand. I see. And I suppose you're collecting stamps then? Yep. I've got one. I only got one for now. So there's nothing you need to help with. I'm your girl. If there's anything, there we go, you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting mayor got the right idea as far as the adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? Right. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for the repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the great forest outside town. That's all? No problem. But I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Anyone here here is far too scared to venture down and see them for themselves. I'd no idea the ruined barrows had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll have to be needing an axe then, unless you plan on taking the trees talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thank you. I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Level 1 axe received. With this item, you can cut down trees in the forest and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing a potion, level 1 received. Consumable item, like potions and balms, are kept in your stove pack. If your stove pack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stove pack before venturing out. So we can just fast travel like this. Enemies and resources. Once enemies have been slain, the resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. You can find the resources you need. Head back to your base and try again after a good rest. The resource bag. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeon. Once you return to the city, contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, it will be... yeah, okay. Jump attack. Yeah, I just did that. Did I miss any trees? I think it will stop me and say that I need to. We got 4 out of 3. Can I not fast travel? Looks like in this forest you can't fast travel. Okay, we got lumber. I'm back. Got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful. Finally, I can be fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if I were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves and really helped me out. You really helped me out. You know, here, let's stamp that card for you. Thanks, CJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is be having yourself a trust. Mew. You're good. Good on what? You're a good one, are you? You are. You know, if all treasurers were like you, even my old man might come around. You have. What? Have you got anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. I guess I should go look for the inn. You won't be finding anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then, where do old treasurers stay? They pitch tents down in the Outlander Lane. Tents? Because I doubt there'd be any space for another one down here now. Adventurers have been pouring in the inn for the last few months, all looking for to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets, didn't expect that. If it's all the same to you, you've little house you could borrow. The last tenants just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Well, I don't really have any money. You saw it to Priya. We have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer some kind of, you know, the same kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. Just down that hill. Thank you. Stamp received. And more experience. Now, the lodgings then? I think they'll do. Of course. But is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father? So Priya's grandfather? I'm happy to help, but with what? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You've only noticed a fallen pillar, a rubble in the plaza. That used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I've tried telling my father that he don't have the materials to fix it. But do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help? I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word of the wise. My father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at the same stage. But I appreciate if you'd just ignore him. No worries. I'm well used to dealing with the old folks. Thank you. His name is Shiva. If you head to the plaza now, you'll probably find him. Okay, so CJ's home anyway. Away from home, the base of her adventuring. Resting here for the night will recover all your strength. You can save your progress at CJ's base. Or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will update automatically. So we can actually end the day as well. As if we hadn't had a bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? And if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, I heard you could use a hand restoring the clock tower to its former glory. Me, a hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sob. Oh, sod. Been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in the old Nevia 150 years ago. That's pretty much exactly how old he is now. A more precious treasure this town has never known. Of course, it's bloody important. Old Nevia? I thought this place was called New Nevia. Old Nevia is the town of our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was. Barely worth being called a town. So the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Nevia. This clock tower is treasured testament to its visions of the New Nevia. Pains me to see this in this state. Can't have that win, can we? Lucky you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Those things Daxa girl sent around? It's risky work. Better no good venturing. Take it on any of us. Fine, get to it. You need to go to the great tree. A bow from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off with you then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. You'll just have to be on the furthest end, wouldn't it? Won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, huh? Okay, I'll be back. The Great Forest, let's go there. Let's go, baby. Whoa. Oh. Give me all that experience, bro. Signpost. Yeah, all kind of information. Okay, at signpost you can fast travel. Yeah. Signpost is like a checkpoint. Looking at something? You are an adventurer too, here for the treasure. Sure not. Sure, why not, sorry. What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like an ordinary rock, though. Wait. You haven't seen a big, huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Guess it's further in then. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. Huh? What? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go in any deeper, you might not come back out. Monsters? What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Healing potion 1 received. We're going deeper. Yep, this has to be the one, alright. Which brands looks the best, huh? What the? A menacing boss lies deep inside the dungeon. Once they've been discovered, defeating them is your means to escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemies reveal their weak point to deal major damage. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you have broken the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge, as well as your health gauge. Your stovepack used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you need to adventure through the dungeons. If you find yourself in trouble against the strong enemy, check your stovepack and see what you've got. Oh, okay. Great tree bow received. A valuable material is necessary to develop from rune lenses. Some treasures can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Some items are more valuable than others. While you find a valuable on your travels, you won't be able to throw it away. But it won't take up space in your resource bag. So let's fast travel. Okay, we got quite a lot of items there. Let's go talk to Grandpa again. I'm back. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, yes, this will do. No doubt about it. Great tree bow. You could have warned me, you know, about this big scary monster tree that attacked me as soon as it saw me. Excuse me. The tree fiend would have been nice to know in advance. That's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off me. Tree fiend? Impossible. The sorcerer. I warned them. I warned all of them. Alright, old man. Got a moment to interrupt something, are we? Shiva, could you spare a few minutes? Rapacious, sir. I mean, rather brilliant actor mayor. What was that? Nothing. Nothing at all. Excuse me. Shiva, this is got you. An Outlander lane. I believe you have already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Got you. The smell of gold and a promise of fortune drew the Kagoshius. I got you to New Nevia, where he quickly became the representative for the merchants and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see. And what brings you here? Got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the Burrows. Still, I expect to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way towards building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust? You don't even know the meaning of the word. If you'd an ounce of sense in your head, you'd be chasing the lost venturers out before it's too late. Let's all try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are we talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the burrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of God themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my words, break that seal. It won't just be fiends fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put as much stock in those old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that expedition that went in were fabled to death. Were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is a verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to the new Nevia's continued existence. Exactly. And what your precious clock tower? Surely you can use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, well, yeah. That was the plan, sure. See? Honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have to your family's reputation. Fine. Please yourselves. Pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Well, he walked away, but he's still standing there. Stamp received. Whoa, that's a lot of experience. The coast of good manners. How goes the stamp collecting, CJ? Not bad. Actually, it seems someone told the townsfolk to use and abuse the adventurers. So they've kept me busy. They got me catching cats, cutting trees, a particularly problematic tree in one case. So yeah, not bad. A problematic tree? What do you mean? Elaborate. A tree turned fiend? I shall have to warn the townfolk to stay away from the woods. So, Hogan wasn't exaggerating about your strength, I see. Yeah, well, when you're out to your homes at 15, you either get stronger or get in the ground. Haha, that's such spirit. This could surely take care of that other matter, don't you think, Isha? I suppose she could. What other matter? CJ, I would appreciate your assistance in improving relations between adventurers and the townsfolk. Oh yeah? How so? With Outlander Lane having long since reached capacity, adventurers have begun squatting in the residential district. The trespassing alone would be bad enough, but there's also been reports of fires and other shenanigans. So Preya's grandpa may have good reason to be upset after all. Manners are easily kept with a roof over one's head and a food in one's belly. Unfortunately, This town does not yet have the resource to accommodate and feed outlanders. As such, I am sympathetic to their situation, more so than most. Gatsu and I have been planning to build an inn and a tavern of an outlander lane. And the locations have already been decided, as have the properties. I would ask you to gather the materials they need, CJ. An inn and a tavern. Huh. And you really think that's all it'll take to make everyone get along? Money for the town and merriment for the outlanders. Not to mention the promise of a bed at the end of the long day in the burrows. More adventurers means more artifacts. More artifact means more revenue. Everybody wins, townfolk and outlander alike. Money makes the world go round, as they say. You're not wrong, I suppose. And I must be a real pain for the acting mayor here, having them trespassers making trouble. Even troublemakers can change. Everyone deserves a chance to shine. People, not artifacts, are our most treasured resource. Trespassers? A treasured resource? I've heard it all now, haha. You're an odd one. That's for sure. Is there something on my face? Say no more. I'll see to it. You'll have all you need. I am in your debt, CJ. I suggest you meet with Rajiv, the innkeeper, and Sarata, the tavern owner, right away. They'll tell you what they need. I'm quite sure you'll find both of them around Outlander Lane as we speak. You can now go to the Plaza Outlander Lane. You guys, this is where part 1 is going to end. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day supporting the channel. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the very next video. Love you guys, take care, and as always, remember to twist some nips. Take care. Bye-bye.